So today we'll be reading 50 Below Zero by Robert Munch. In the middle of the night, Jason was asleep. He woke up. He heard a sound. He said, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" Jason opened the door to his kitchen. What do you think was there? And there was his father, who wasn't asleep. He was sleeping on top of the refrigerator. Jason yelled, "Papa, wake up!" His father jumped up and ran out of the kitchen 3 times and went back to bed. Jason said, "This house is going crazy." And then he went back to bed. Jason went to sleep. He woke up. He heard a sound. He said, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" He opened the door to his kitchen. No one was there. He opened the door to the bathroom. She next there. And there was his father sleeping in the bathtub. Jason yelled, "Papa, wake up!" His father jumped up and ran around the bathroom 3 times and went back to bed. Jason said, "This house is going crazy." But he was too tired to do anything about it, so he went back to bed. Jason went to sleep. He woke up. He heard a sound. He said, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" He opened the door to the kitchen. No one was there. He opened the door to the bathroom. No one was there. He opened the door to the garage. And there was his father sleeping on top of the car. Jason said, "Papa, wake up!" His father jumped up, ran around the car 3 times, and went back to bed. Jason said, "This house is going crazy." But he was too tired to do anything about it, so he went back to bed. Jason went to sleep. He woke up. He heard a sound. He said, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" He opened the door to the kitchen. No one was there. He opened the door to the bathroom, and no one was there. He opened the door to the garage, and no one was there. He opened the door to the living room, and no one was there. But the front door was open. His father's front door went out to the snow, and it was 50 below zero that night. "Yikes," said Jason. "My father's outside. He's just in his pajamas. He'll freeze outside like an ice cube." So Jason put on 3 warm snowsuits, 3 warm parkas, 6 warm mittens, 6 warm socks, and 1 pair of very warm boot sort things called mucilage. And then he went out the front door and followed his father's footprints. Think he's going to find them? Jason walked and walked and walked and walked. Finally, he saw his father. His father was leaning against a tree. Jason yelled, "Papa, wake up!" His father did not move. Jason yelled in the loudest possible voice, "Papa, wake up!" His father still did not move. Jason tried to pick up his father, but he was too heavy. Jason ran home and got his sled. He pushed his father onto the sled and pulled him home. When they got back to the back porch, Jason grabbed his father's big toe and pulled him up the stairs. Bump, 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 bump. He pulled him across the kitchen floor. Screech, 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 screech. Then Jason put his father in the tub and turned on the warm water. Glug, 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 glug. The tub filled up. Jason's father jumped up and ran around the bathroom 3 times and went back to bed. Jason said, "This has gone crazy. I'm going to do something about it." So he got a long rope and tied one end to his father's bed and the other around his big toe. Jason went back to sleep. He woke up. He heard a sound. He said, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" He opened the kitchen door. And there was his father, stuck in the middle of the floor. "Good," said Jason. "That's the end of sleepwalking. Now I can get to sleep." In the middle of the night, Jason's mother was asleep. She woke up. She heard a sound. She said, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" She opened the door of the kitchen, and there's no she's going to see. There was Jason sleeping on top of the refrigerator, and his father. The end. So for the activity with the children, was going to do a list with the children at the beginning, and I was going to get them to list off places that they've been, which have either been really warm or really cold climate, which is opposite to what we have here. And then I was going to list it down here, and then we're going to read the story. And then afterwards, I was going to get them to fill out this activity where they would draw a picture of the climate that they were describing, and then they would fill in this one time I went outside and the weather was either so cold or so warm or so wet, and they'd write a couple of sentences describing that, and then they'd draw a picture of them doing that. And then afterwards, we go around in the circle, and each child would have a chance to explain their picture and story if they'd like to their classmates, and if not, we just post it on the Bristol board afterwards. And that's it. And then through the activity, I asked questions like, what did the temperature feel like? Did they feel really cold? Were they wet? How did that make them feel? And then we can think of anywhere that might have a similar climate. Like if maybe they went to Mexico and it's really hot, or they went to a place in Europe where it's really wet or something like that with their family. And that's about it. Thank you.